Okay, so now I'll read you the police reports from Damien when all the shit went down with Damien. Okay, so on 11/14/21, Damien Schloming, I don't know how to pronounce this. I'm just gonna say Damien because I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Called the police department to report criminal mischief and past tense damage. This is Elizabeth. This is Corporal Elizabeth Scrafford. Okay. So she called Damien back, and he stated that his bush outside of his garden had been trimmed and is now lopsided. He stated it looked aesthetically pleasing now. It doesn't look aesthetically pleasing now, and wanted a report done. All right. Damien told Luann Allard cut the bush, which was in his garden, and placed the branches in a bouquet on her picnic table by her apartment. I asked him if it was a community garden, and he told me that it originally was, but now he's planting things in it, and she was not. That's not true. He was taking it over. He stated that he planted the Japanese holly and asked if it could make it through the winter in its present state, and he said that it would. Oh my God. He told me this was an ongoing course of harassment against him by Allard. An ongoing course of harassment. He's saying I'm harassing him. That's not true. When I asked what else that she had done, he could not name anything specific. Yeah, because I freaking didn't do anything to him. But mentioned the hot plate, which had been damaged in the past winter, which I took a report for. So he said the hot plate was damaged. So obviously he found it because it was disappeared. It was gone. I don't know what that. Remember, I told you in the last video about the whole incident where he left it outside and blah, 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 whatever, which seemed like a setup. Okay. He also mentioned that 2 weeks ago, one of his vacuums stopped working since it's been tampered with. Oh my God, here we go again with the fucking vacuum cleaners. A second vacuum had a filter removed, and a person did a lot of vacuuming, which caused the debris to fill up next to the motor and stop it from working. I was like, I don't even know about this shit. This is so fucking weird. Okay, so while I was speaking to Damien, he started to yell at somebody else. So this might have been the first time he called. I don't know. He probably was yelling at me. I don't know. And I repeatedly told him not to engage with the other person and go back to his pod, which he elected not to do. Then he hung up on me and drove. So I drove to his apartment. No, he was yelling at me, and I said, I had a feeling he was talking to Elizabeth, so I said, can she come to the apartment so we can, discuss what's going on, because this is bizarre. So let's see. I spoke with both Damien and Luann, and it says I was apologetic for regarding the plant and didn't understand was a big deal for cutting it, and then eventually we separated since it was a verbal argument. No criminal issues arose. No, it wasn't. I wasn't arguing with him. He was yelling the whole time about all kinds of weird shit. Okay, like he was talking about everything. Okay, so criminal mischief of the plant. Since Alan was apologetic and agreed not to do it again, no charges will be filed. But I did check the plant, and it was well-established evergreen bush. Also, I was there. Damien was cutting several branches off of himself, which is true. After she left, he was like hacking the crap out of it. He actually ruined it. He actually cut the crap out of it and actually made it worse. All right, himself. I watched him do it. So that was that. Let me see. Here's another one. I called Damien. He called the night prior regarding a neighbor going into his apartment and cutting leaves from his plant. And he wanted to report gang stalking. Okay, so this is weird because when he was rambling outside the door to Elizabeth, all this stuff, like, this is going on and this is going on, my parents, blah, 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 whatever he was saying, I told him that it's probably gang stalking. I'm the one that told him. And then he's like, oh, yeah, gang stalking? Oh, what are you? what are you, or something like that, right? And he called me a sociopath, and I'm like, is that like projection much or what? But anyways, I'm the one that said it was that. Okay, so he's like switching the script here. When I woke up, what am I saying? When I spoke with him, he told me that somebody had gone in and cut exactly 5 leaves off his plant in the apartment. Oh my God. He said he said he was away for a week and noticed that the look of the plant had changed. He said he thought he could fix it for it to look okay. And I asked who the keys to his apartment, who had the keys to an apartment, and he said he did not know. But he did not know for sure who had entered. He thought it may be his neighbor Luann. Oh my God. So now he's saying that, now he's saying to the police that he thinks I went into his apartment. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm going to go to his apartment and cut off 5 leaves I was planting. Okay. All right, buddy. All right. So let me see. I was familiar with the previous case. All right. There's no case. And he was referring to Luann. All right. So he also said that somebody on Facebook accused him of saying he was being gang stalked. All right. I don't know what that's about. I never ever contacted him on Facebook about anything. And he now all of a sudden he's saying gang stalked. Okay. I'm the one that told him about that. So he said it was somebody by the name of Goss, and he said the person was not his friend on Facebook. So I told Damien that I was not familiar with the term gang stalked. All right, yeah, they all know what it is. All right, he told me he was leaving his apartment and could not explain it to me and would email me later. So obviously he's emailing the police about stuff. That's lovely. So he agreed to email me the posting at later time, as well as an explanation. I have not received an email from Damien on the reference case. Until such time further information develops, I recommend this case be suspended. Yeah, there's no case. What case? A case of him being crazy? All right, so I received an email from Damien. He sent me a draft of an email he was sent to his landlord regarding the renewing of his lease. All right, it states his previous argument with Luann regarding the Japanese holiday was already took a report for. He does mention somebody going into his apartment and watering his plants within last month, which caused them to be waterlogged. Oh, somebody went in and watered his plants for him. How nice. But now they're waterlogged. Oh my God. When they should have been dry after 2 weeks away. So that's weird because I went away and I was worried about that. I actually was talking about that. Like, I was going to go visit my family and I was like, oh, I hope my plants don't die. So that's weird. Now all of a sudden he's saying that. Whatever. Let me see. I received a final email from Damien to his landlord that contained much of the same information. It did mention somebody entering his apartment in the past and watering his plants and cutting off 5 leaves off of them. Also stated the plant was fine, and he had 2 other plants that he bought from his other apartment. Okay. So use the plants. I'm a plant person. Let's use the plants. I don't know. It's so freaking bizarre. Anyway, so those are the reports of the police. Okay, bye.